Hi there, Craig Hocknull here, Director of Instruction out at Glenwild in Park City, Utah. I'm standing here on our finishing hole, revered as probably the best golf hole and definitely finishing hole in the state of Utah. Glenwild's ranked #1 in the state, and as you can see behind me, it's a beautiful finishing hole but extremely challenging. We've got a little stream that cuts across in front from this pond to the larger pond, and then that pond on the left of 18 runs its way the entire length of the fairway all the way down in front of the green. So obviously it's a very intimidating tee shot, and it's a very long hole. It's a long par 4 for everybody here. So you have to get off to a good start with your tee shot, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. One thing that many golfers that are good players teeing off from back here on the blue tee struggle with is being able to play the draw that they've worked so hard to create to make themselves a better player. Problem is here, that water creeps in pretty fast over the bunker, and actually the fairway slopes a little bit from right to left toward the water. So those golfers that set up that typically play a draw can get a little bit freaked out by that water, and I've seen many good golfers step up here, start it kind of at the middle of the fairway, hook it into that pond. So to the right side we have a fairway and a bunker with the ground well above our feet on the right, cart path and some native grass. So a lot of times golfers will get up here, and to avoid hitting it left in the water, they'll open up that face, hang on to it, blast it out into the native grass, or hit it in the bunker. Now in this case, being a long par 4 finishing hole, I'm not that worried about hitting it in the bunker. I can maybe reach the green from there with a 7 or an 8 iron from my own game. Other players may be hitting a 5 or 6 iron, which makes it harder out of that high lip. However, there is a layup spot, so you can hit your wedge out and try to make 4 the hard way there. However, I'm going to show you how I go about playing this hole. So typically, I'll set up and play like a nice little draw, aim it at the bunker, and just let it turn a little bit right to left. Now, the main thing is do not steer it here. With this situation, maybe there's a bed on the line. The tendency for most golfers is to just kind of guide it and steer it down the fairway. So you want to avoid that at all costs. So what are some things that you can do to tell yourself to not steer it or guide it? One of those things might be go ahead and lighten up that grip pressure. The left hand, especially for a right-handed golfer, or the glove hand, when it gets clamping down, it can do all kinds of bad things. It can stop the handle and you can cause it to flip over and hook it, or you can grip so tightly that you kind of force the face open. So one of the things that I make sure I do all the time, make sure that glove hand is looser and make sure that I have a nice tempo. One of the things that I see golfers do a lot is they'll step up, put the club down, do a practice swing. So I'm going to show you from this direction what that looks like. Set up, practice swing. Okay, only in this direction. Set up, practice swing. Only in this direction. However, watch this practice swing. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Now you can see the tempo that I'm developing. And there's actually some reverse momentum, some tempo to the backswing. Rather than starting from a static position, trying to find that backswing position, gripping too tight, not taking it back far enough, and then guiding it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my training from here, accelerate to the backswing, and then keep it smooth on the follow through. So that's my swing thought. So I'm going to take dead aim, pine tree at the end of the fairway, and then as I come through, I'm going to make sure my swing path is a little bit more out toward those bunkers. Take my setup, okay, lighten up that grip pressure, create momentum, keep the tempo. There it is, perfect. Create momentum, keep the tempo. Let's see where that lands, just inside the bunker, kicking left, kind of catching that speed slot. So whenever you're feeling anxious or nervous, you may have a bet on the line here, you may be trying to play your best round ever. If you get up over it and anything in your mind makes you start tightening up. You're gonna swing shorter and faster. So those three things go together: short, tight, fast. What you want is long, loose, and slow. As long as you make really nice solid contact with that driver, you're going to get optimal distance, and this tip will help you next time you're out on the course.